They'll play the top-seeded Prolific Prep here. So Prolific's first game, they're in gray, Bella Vista in navy. We play 16-minute halves, 6 fouls for disqualification, and the 30-second shot clock. As we're here at the jump, and Damari Burnett almost got the bounce pass to Jalen to start the things off the same way they did in Champaign. But it led to a turnover. It's Freddie Johnson with the ball for Bella Vista. Up top, dribbles down low. Off the contact to Coleman, no call. And Anselm with the rebound. Up quick, Jalen Green. They reset, pass inside. Mawat Mag off the glass. And we're going to get a foul called. So the foul is on number 34, Nikola Gasic. It'll be Mag at the line, shooting 2. Mag good on the first attempt, and Prolific scores first. And make that 2 for Mag, who just recently made his collegiate decision to go to Rutgers. So congratulations to Mawat. Johnson on ball, met by Mag. Has 2 screens. Coleman on the help. Almost a backcourt violation. Pass inside to Jalen Johnson. Almost lost, out of bounds. Last touch by Prolific. So skip pass to Freddie. He's got 5 seconds on the shot clock. Step back, nothing there. 3, that's good for Blaze Beauchamp. So Blaze strikes first for the Bella Vista Bears. Coleman Hawkins off the glass, no good. Rebound by Gasic. Coleman with the full court pressure. Freddie on the drive. Gets blocked out of bounds by Hawkins. Hawkins coming off a solid weekend for Prolific. We were in Champaign, Illinois last weekend. They got the victory over Aspire Academy and St. Louis Christian. Spears, good for 3. 6 points off of 2 3-pointers by Bella Vista in the early going. Now it's top-ranked Jalen Green on the point. Lost it off the knee. Mag saves it. Bounce pass inside, and Frank gets fouled. Foul is on number 34, Gasic. That's his second. 2 team fouls, both by Nikola. Frank, first one rolls out. Prolific with the early 4-point lead. And he's able to get the second. Correction there, Bella Vista with the early lead. Jalen trying to force Spears to the left. Beauchamp guarded by Green. Has the screen. Double team baseline, skip pass up to Freddie Johnson. Catches it, pass around top. 3, good, Jalen Johnson. 9 points off of 3 made 3-pointers. Bella Vista with the momentum currently is Damari Burnett. Spin move inside. Floater short. Knocked out of bounds. Last touch, Prolific. Spears on point. Now it's Jalen Johnson, guarded by Hawkins, has the screen, handoff. Spears tries again, strong on this one. Gasich with the attempt to save and stays out of bounds.
2 weeks ago, he dropped 34.
Mari again guarded full court.
Prolific almost lost last week.
Bella Vista trying to keep the pressure while they've got the 6-point advantage. Jalen right at the big man, lost it out of bounds, stays with Prolific. Hawkins on the inbound. Inside Mag, back to Hawkins. Hawkins can shoot the three, passes into Mawat, and Mawat almost lost it. Good ball movement inside. Frank with the pass. Coleman lost it, putting it on the floor instead of going up for the layup. Beauchamp from NBA, nothing but net. 6 points for Beauchamp, 12 for Bella Vista, and they lead 12-3 as we're going to get a full timeout called by Coach Fuca of Prolific Prep. You're tuned in to a grind session matchup presented by Tanager Sports.
You heard me? So you don't want none of that? I know you want some of that. I know you want some of that. I don't care what you say. You want some of that. Get it. It's here. It's here for us to take. Get it. Don't make me get it for you. 1, 2, 3. Keep fighting, boy. Keep fighting, boy.
And we're back from the Prolific timeout, trying to stop the momentum of Bella Vista as they come out hot with 4 3-pointers. Just get it in bounds. Mawat hands it back to Namari. Spin move, lost the dribble, and we're going to get a foul on Bella Vista. Number 13, that's Blaze, picking up the 3rd team foul for Bella Vista.
Whatever's on, ref. Hey, Nico, home. Home, Nico. Home, Nico. Home, Nico. Do you hear me?
Spears knocked the ball loose. Blaze comes away with it. And now coach calls out play Isaac to Gasich. Nicola back to Isaac. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Isaac contested 3. Does not get rim. Shot clock still going. Gasich on the putback. 14-3, Bella Vista on top. Bella Vista, the reigning grind session champions last year, coached by Coach Kyle Weaver, who's now at Dream City Christian. They were led by Terry Armstrong, who's currently in Australia, and Zion Harmon, who's back in Marshall County, Kentucky, playing for the Marshalls. As we get a out of bounds here, Bella Vista ball. Freddie Johnson on the point. Has the screen. Thought about the 3, had it open. Blaze with the big man on him, gets past him. Floater, good off the rim. Rolled in for the shooter's roll. He's got 8. And it has been all Bella Vista so far. That won't last forever as top-ranked senior Jalen Green gets on the board with 2. And a couple of substitutions in at the next dead ball for Prolific. As Spears dribbles down to the corner. Mag almost tipped it away. And Blaze lost the handle. Jalen Green with the steal. Up to Namari. And Namari gets the lay-in to go. So a couple of baskets there unanswered by Prolific leads to a Bella Vista timeout. That's a full timeout. As Bella Vista still on top, 16-7.
Hey, Coach, how about this? Somebody post one of us up. They too damn small.
I called Carolina and we can't even get the ball in the
Coach, let's just go straight to the post. Let's not go
That's not how it works. Just trust me. Carolina works. You guys, you're not running it. I don't know why all of a sudden you guys want to talk back to me like I haven't done this. I'm telling you, Maury, Carolina will work if you trust it. Nice high low, I promise you. Right there,
So we come back from the Bella Vista timeout. They've got the 9-point lead with 10.5 to go in half number 1, so we do play two 16-minute halves. As Saba Gigi Berea into the game for Prolific along with Jack Wetzel. Jack had a great showing at the Shambana Classic from the three-point line. It's Johnson with the air ball. Almost had his own rebound. Namari comes away with it up to Wetzel. Namari inside. A lot of contact, but they call it out of bounds. So Wetzel on the inbound. Gets the ball in the corner. Jalen, open three, short off the rim. Out of bounds, off the knee of Prolific. The full court pressure by Prolific. Namari on the help. Filipovity with it for Bella Vista. Comes the screen. And stolen by Namari. And Namari, the two-hand slam. And a quick turnover as Bella Vista inbounded the ball quick and stepped out of bounds trying to save it. Jack Wetzel with the pass to Saba. And he almost lost it, got it back. And we get a travel on Saba. So be Bella Vista ball. And the shot, no good. Bella Vista get the offensive board. And Peter called for the double dribble.
That's not what you're here for. You're not here for that. You're not here for that. I gave you a job. Do your job.
So ball inbounded to Jalen Green. Dribbles up the left side of the court, has a screen from Saba. Gets inside, nice backdoor pass to Cisse off the glass, it's good. Falu Cisse with his first basket. Now it's Cam Harris, MVP of game number 1. Missed his and put back good, Jalen Johnson. Saba fixing his shoe at half court. Jalen picks up his dribble, finds Namari from deep, strong. Isaac Spears with the defensive rebound. Pass up front, and we get a whistle. Foul is on Saba as he'll come out to get his shoe back on. And the pass for Blaze almost out of bounds.
Go. Set it, Cam. Set it, Cam. Cam. Cam.
Phil Poverty over to Blaze as he has the ball in front of his brother Marjan, who plays for Dream City. And he throws it off of Coleman Hawkins. That'll stay Bella Vista ball. And Isaac Spears shot off the rim. Offensive rebound and putback is good for Blaze Beauchamp. 10 points already for Blaze. There's Jalen Green. Pass the defender, long two, doesn't get the roll. Wetzel on the rebound and knocked out of bounds for Bella Vista. So inbound the ball, around to Jalen. Goes inside, floater off the glass, strong. Big rebound for Filipovity. And we get a foul on Cisse. His first. Team second. Ball up to Blaze. Met by Hawkins. Floater, no good. Another offensive rebound, Filipovity, and he's blocked by Anselm. Now Peter with the steal off the glass, good for two. As Frank with the careless pass under the basket leads to a turnover for two. So now 22-11, Bella Vista on top. We got a 30-second timeout, 7:14 to go here in half number one. So Namari on the inbound. He trails by 11, but can get hot at any second. So don't expect Prolific to stay down once they find their shot. As Jalen, the drive, leaves a wide open Hawkins, and the Illinois signee, Coleman Hawkins, for three. Filipovity with the spin move. Mag got his hand on it, but still good for two. Amari skips past Hawkins in the corner. Met by Peter. Amari guarded by Blaze Beauchamp. Calls off the help. Thought about the three. And they're going to call him for carrying. So Prolific not on their A game, but they can always turn and light it up. Blaze gets across half, a little bit of contact, and a steal. Jalen Green, bounce pass. Coleman, one-handed slam. Coleman Hawkins. Good look by Jalen Green with the bounce pass. And we get a substitution as Freddie Johnson going to give Blaze a break, and Jack Wetzel in for Mawat Mag. Quick pass up to Filipovity. And foul called on Amari Burnett. Thought he might have pinned that one, but we get the foul. That's 3 fouls each team. And Peter Filipovity at the line shooting 2. As Filipovity misses the first. 8-point lead with 6:09 in the first, and he gets the second. Peter up to 5. Now it's Spears with the light pressure on Green. Mari up to Frank. Handoff Hawkins. Jalen, NBA 3, off. Rebound, Jalen Johnson. 3-on-3. Freddie, hand off to Peter. Right back to him. Wide open, and it's wide. Can't get much better of a look than that. Just a little left. Namari off the glass and one. So the foul was on number 25, Freddie Johnson. His first, team fourth, as Lamine Sabali will come in for him. And Namari looks to make it a three-point play. And he does. Isaac Spears met by the double team, full court, over to Jalen. And ball knocked out of bounds. Stays at Bella Vista. Lamine, guarded by Coleman, picks up the dribble in the corner. Johnson over the big man, Strong. Cam Harris almost got the rebound, but Jalen Green comes away with it. Pass. Namari blocked. Sabali up to Johnson. They got 3-on-1. Harris, it's good. First points of the game for Cam Harris. Lead still at 8. Frank with the spin, one-hander. Hawkins fought for it, gets it up off the glass. Good, Coleman Hawkins. Coleman with 8, leading the way for prolific. Spears into Harris. Slipped. And Bella Vista called timeout. They did not hear him. Wide open three for Lamine. That's good. Lamine Sabali, his first points. A triple. Jalen Green goes in. Heavily contested. No call. Filipovity back up top. Could have been a carry. Stolen by Wetzel. And Peter going to be called for pushing Jalen Green. That's 5 team fouls on Bella Vista. First on Peters. He'll take a breather. And it's Blaze Beauchamp back into the game. Namari on point. They trail by 9, just under 4. Up to number 4. So movement gets it back to Namari. Drives inside, contested, acrobatic layup, good. Namari Burnett. 9 points for Burnett as he gets the lead down to 7. Lamine goes at Coleman. Wide open Harris. Strong left, and prolific headed the other way. Jalen, heavy contact and 1. So the foul was on Lamine Sabali. His first. At the line shooting 1, Jalen Green. So good on the free throw. And some slippery spots on the floors. That's 2 Bella Vista players who've slid. Blaze, deep contested 3 off. Coleman Hawkins came away with it, and he gets fouled. So foul is on 24, Jalen Johnson, his first. And that's 7 fouls now against Bella Vista. So we're in the 1-and-1. Coleman with the miss. Rebounded Johnson. Spears up the left side. Lead down to 4. Volley stopped on the baseline. Floater short into the hands of Frank Anselm, and we're going to get another foul called on 22. Oh, they say 21, Sabali. His second, and that puts Frank Anselm at the line shooting the 1-and-1. So Frank gets the first to go. And the second falls. So 3 made free throws, 3 or 4 for Anselm here in the first half. Freddie Johnson guarded by Pope. Good pass to Johnson. Strong left side with the right hand. 7 points for Jalen as he gets a delay of game warning there. Amari guarded by Johnson. Deep three. No good. Offensive rebound, Jalen Green. Step back, jumper. Short rebound, Peter Filipovity. And Johnson the third with the pass. Spears thought about it, super deep. The one-arm pass, Jalen Johnson in the corner. No good, rebounded by Burnett. Burnett up to Hawkins, just barely threads the needle. Pope finds Green, skip past Amari. Free throw line, short. And it's Anselm fighting for it. Pope from NBA, that's good. Jordan Pope on the board with 3. And now it's 32-31, a 1-point lead for Bella Vista as Prolific Prep fights their way back into this one. Bella Vista out of the timeout. 1:28 remain. 32-31.
Hey, watch the trap, Fred. You got him.
Pope meets him at half court. Has a screen from Harris. Inside, floater over Hawkins. Good off the glass. What a take, Freddie Johnson. So that's his first points of the game, and that was a big basket as Coleman looks a little sore. He went down pretty hard. Green back to Burnett. Got back to Green. Pass up top intended for Anselm. High out of bounds. Johnson on the ball. Again, the screen from Harris. Step back. Inside to Harris. Goes at Coleman. Again off the glass. Guarded by Hawkins. So Cam Harris with 4. Now a turnover. As coach tells Freddie to slow it down here. Can't get the last shot as there's about 12-second difference on the shot clock. Freddie gets inside and swatted by Coleman. Pope with the and one on the other side. So another foul. Peter Filippovedy as Beauchamp, as Pope with a chance to make it a 2-point game. And he misses. Bella Vista with a chance for a last shot if they want it. They could make it a 2-possession game if they're able to score. There's the 3-point lead on our #1 seed in the grind session. Johnson plays Beauchamp. Shot clock winds down. He goes in the paint, and he's fouled with .4 remaining, and that foul goes against Jalen Green, his first. And we'll make that 0.9 seconds left on the clock. Blaze misses the first. And he makes the second. 11 points for Blaze Beauchamp, as the Mari just gonna call it a half. And it'll be prolific with the ball to start out half #2. They currently trail 33-37. You're tuned in to a grind session matchup of Duel in the Desert here in Glendale, Arizona, presented by Tanager Sports. And we're back from the break. 37-33, Bella Vista with the lead over number 4 ranked Prolific Prep in the entire country. Bella Vista, our reigning grind session champions, but they are a new look team with a new coach and basically all new players. Playing well together here as they let things go a little bit there at the end of the first as Prolific started fighting their way back, but we'll see how things turn out here in half number 2. As we're wrong here, Bella Vista started out with the ball. Freddie Johnson was double teamed. Handoff to Spears. Blaze, deep three. Rims out. And it's Mag on the rebound. Up Namari Burnett. Namari Burnett signed with Texas Tech University. Back on the National Signing Day. Inside, Frank Anselm off the glass. Can't get it to fall. And we get a foul on Gossage. That is his 3rd, but we do play with 6 fouls here in the grind session. And Frank, no good on his 1st here in the second half. And missed the second, knocked out of bounds. Last touch, Prolific. Ball inbounded to Isaac Spears, guarded by Jalen Green, full court. And he gets it across half. Picked up his dribble, and he's trapped. And we got a timeout from Bella Vista. So Isaac picked up the ball in the corner. 2 defenders on him, and that's a 30-second timeout. So be sure to tune in after this game, a matchup between Phoenix Prep, who won their play-in game earlier over Balboa, versus the home team, Dream City Christian, led by senior Marjon Beauchamp, who will be bypassing college to get ready for the NBA. His brother Blaze on the court now for Bella Vista, number 13. Blaze led all scorers with 11 in the first half. Freddie Johnson inbounds right up the middle to Jalen Johnson. He lost it. Coleman Hawkins on the ground to save it, and Coleman falls out of bounds. So kind of a sloppy pass into Jalen. Never got a handle on it. Coleman goes on the floor and rolls out. Blaze on the inbound. Has Spears in the corner. Spears guarded by Jalen Green. Here's that double team off the switch. Shot clock expiring. It's about to go off. And no good. Might have been a violation, but the ring was quiet. Gossage with the putback for 2. That extends the lead to 6. Jalen had 2 screens. Pass stolen by Spears and knocked out of bounds. Again, last touch by Prolific as Cisse going to come in for Mawat. So still the full court pressure from Prolific. Johnson up for Bella Vista. Doesn't use the screen. Goes right at Jalen. And Jalen Johnson moved his feet before he put the ball on the ground. Mari gets past Freddie. Floater to Frank. And gets it to go. Frank Anselm with his first basket. He does have 5 points total. Spears with a call. Drives baseline. And the basket good for Johnson. Namari calls for a screen. Has it from Anselm. Namari up the middle. Good off the glass. 11 points now. Namari Burnett. The lead back at 4. And a couple of substitutions waiting for each team at the next dead ball. Plenty of screens around the top for Freddie. Jalen Green came around from behind, tipped it loose, but Spears now, long two, no good. Gasich smacks it into Blaze's hands. He shoots 3 and an air ball. So that'll be Peter Filipovity in for Gasich. And then for Prolific, Hawkins will take a break for Mike Sheriff Jamps. He'll come into the game. Amari drives into the paint, lost the ball. Cisse gets it. Up top, Mike to Jalen. Good and 1 passes. Namari in the corner. 14 points. And it's only a 1-point lead. Bella Vista needs to put something on the basket here. Or Prolific may take that lead on the next possession. Blaze goes at Mike, and it's Anselm who comes away with it. Now Namari at Peter Filipovity, and gets fouled to the ground hard by Peter Filipovity. That'll be his third. And Namari with a chance to take the lead for the Crew if he makes both of these free throws. And makes the first as Cameron Harris into the game for Bella Vista. And he makes the other. First lead of the game for Prolific, 42-41 with 12.5 remaining. Johnson to Spears, quick 3 off, and it's Mike with the board. Up the court, Spears behind him, knocks it out of bounds. It's out of bounds by Spears. Pass inside to Anselm. And the slam, Frank Anselm. 44-41, Prolific extending it. As Johnson, a quick 3, not the smartest play here. As Prolific, if they get on a roll, this lead will double, triple, quadruple in the blink of an eye, as it does. Jalen Green, easy 2, and a 5-point lead, as mentioned. So we get the timeout. Prolific on top by 5 with 11:53 to go.
Good things happen when you guys rebound. We get out and do Mike all the jobs.
Good shit, Mike.
Okay? If you don't give it up, you gotta do something. All right, now listen. I hope you guys know that when Jalen had this open shot, Corey, listen real quick. He swung it to you. That's okay. That's what's on you. Unselfishness, okay? That's what you guys got to win by. Not one-on-one basketball, okay? Now, Mike, you got to give me everything you got defensively. Right now, you can punch on. This is a crucial point right now. Here we go. Turn up! Let's go! Somebody out number 22. Please.
Back from the timeout, Bella Vista on the inbounds. Cameron with the ball. Right at the big guys. Tried to go left-handed and didn't put enough spin on it. Green. Lost the handle, gets it back. Over to Mike. Deep three. Rims out. Namari fights for the offensive board. He gets blocked. Again, he gets it, and again, he's blocked by Sabali. Good defensive effort for the Bears. Now it's up to Lamine Sabali. He goes at Anselm with the fake. And they call it travel as the crowd disagrees. Now it's Jalen Green, 5-point lead, met by last game's MVP for Bella Vista. No good. And Bella Vista just going to let it go out. So only 4 points here in 9 minutes for Bella Vista, has 13 points for Prolific. Freddie guarded by Cisse. Picks up the dribble inside Philip Poverty with the spin. Ball knocked loose, and Jalen Green comes away with it. Up to Namari Burnett. Goes inside, pass out to Sheriff Jamps. And misses two. Jalen Green in the air, put back off the offensive board. 9 points now for Jalen Green. Freddie has the double team. Went behind the back and lost it into the hands of Namari. And Namari almost double dribbled. Mike behind the back passed. Knocked out of bounds by Prolific as Jordan Pope, Jack Wetzel, and Saba come into the game for Prolific. On the other end, it looks like Jalen Johnson comes in for Bella Vista. Jalen fakes the three, gets past him, and one. And the foul's on Jordan Pope. So Lamine at the line to make it a 3-point play. And converts. 6 points for Lamine Sabali. Namari dribbles off his own foot. Lamine comes away with it, outnumbered, and he lost it into the hands of Saba. So it's Pope with the handle. He goes inside. Great attempt. Saba's put back no good. Jalen Johnson rebounds up to Blaze. Still a 4-point game. Prolific on top. Sabali guarded by Saba. And it's going to be a foul on the floor by Saba. And he'll come out of the game. Mawat Mag in for him. Spears into the corner. Gets it back. Sabali goes at Mag. Spin move. No good off the rim. Jalen Green tries to shake Spears. He gets in the paint. And we get a charge. Blaze Beauchamp planted the feet, gets the charge on Green. Two fouls now on Jalen Green. The Blaze has the screen. Wetzel on him. Wetzel, good defense, stays in front. Double team from behind. And Green gonna get called for the reach. So that'll be 3 fouls on Jalen Green, 2 quick ones. Just under 9 minutes remain. Blaze goes at him. Gets his own board. And Mag goes to the floor with the rebound. Jalen Green! Head was at the rim. off the oop from Damari Burnett. Nothing you can do about that if you're Bella Vista unless you brought a ladder. Cameron Harris splits the defenders, but the foul's going to be on the floor. And that foul is on Mag. First foul on Mag. 5 team fouls. Harris step back on Green, short. Jalen drives baseline, right at Sabali, contact, but no call. And Sabali splits the defenders with the spin move. Freddie inside Harris. He's blocked, and it's Jordan Pope. Now Jalen Green, another massive slam. Felt like he wanted to break the rim on that one. So lead at 8. A couple fast break points for Prolific. Sabali guarded by Mag. Picks up the dribble. 3 on the shot clock. Pope knows it. Drives and gets fouled. Jalen Green, another foul. That's 4 fouls on him. 6 fouls him out of the game. Freddie Johnson at the line shooting. And Johnson gets them both. The lead down to 6. Damari off the dribble, 3. Cannot give him any space at all. That's his second three-pointer. Extends the lead to 9. And Sabali loses the handle, out of bounds. So Sabali comes out, takes a breather. Jalen Green with the ball. And flies high. Putback is good for Anselm. And we got a double-digit lead now for Prolific. Bella Vista are going to have to slow the game down if they want to come back in this one. But another turnover. That'll bring Gasich back into the game. Beauchamp to the bench. Amari met full court now after that last 3. Johnson on him. Now the switch. Goes inside, and he's fouled shooting. Foul is on Jalen Johnson. It's the 3rd team foul against Bella Vista. 6 against Prolific. And Namari's at the line shooting the free throws. Namari good on his first. And he's good on the second. So Johnson the other way for Bella Vista. Drives in the paint and swatted. So Damari Burnett, 21 points for Prolific Prep as he's turned on in the second half with 12. And he gets the ball on the fast break. Handoff to Mag, and Mag fouled by Gasich. 4 fouls on Nikola. A prolific prep back to the lab. So Mag good on his first. All of his points, free throws in this one, 3 total. And good on the second. 15-point lead for Prolific. We're under 6 minutes. Bella Vista gonna have to slow the game down as another quick possession, a miss from Spears. Spears, the good defense there. I think Jalen might have got away with a hold as Spears went for it. And the oop to Namari. 23 for Burnett. Spears. Met high by Anselm. Little poverty inside. Off the glass, no good. Rebound by Mawat, up to Jack Wetzel. In the middle, Namari, 2 hands. And we're gonna get a timeout here as Namari Burnett, number 25, just got his 25th point. The lead at 19 with 4:57 to go. Bella Vista with the timeout. And we'll take a quick breather as you're tuned in to the Grind Session Duel in the Desert, live stream by Tanager Sports.
Blaze, you back. Ain't no give up time in nothing we do. If y'all can't fight, I'm fine like it. Come on, man. What is your ride? Like, y'all still pride in it. Because y'all pride into it. 1, 2, 3, 7. Let's go. Come on, man. Cam, you out. Yeah. Hey, Real. It's getting in my way. Coach. Green, come up.
Bella Vista with the ball after their timeout. Inbound, Filipovity. Gets it to Johnson. Drives at the big man, pulls it back out. Blaze a deep 3, and it's good. Blaze Beauchamp, first basket of the second half. He's got 14. Jalen Green passes to Namari Burnett. His third triple and 28 point. Pass knocked out of bounds, but good hustle by Jalen Green. The 4:07 remain, 19 points on the difference. Freddie Johnson, met by Cisse. Stopped by Anselm. And Blaze, with 1 second left on the shot clock, gets fouled shooting 3. The foul was on Namari, his second. Team 7th. So Blaze good on the second. And no good on the third. Namari drives up the middle, pass into the corner. Jalen Green can't find it from 3 tonight. Ansel on the offensive board. Out of bounds. Last touch by Jalen Johnson. Namari thought about it, up to Coleman. He finds Jalen, goes baseline, off the glass and good for 2. Jalen Green, 10 points here in the second half for Green. He's got 15 in the match. Plays into the corner, Jalen over Anselm, it's good. 11 points for Jalen Johnson, up to Frank Anselm as Coach Fuca wants the and one off the push from the back. Poverty in strong, he's good for 2. Lead at 16, time running out for Bella Vista. Pass into Frank, Namari cuts back door. Frank takes it strong and gets fouled by Jalen Johnson. So Frank Anselm at the line, shooting 2, currently with a 16-point lead. Gets the first one to fall. 4th made free throw as Cameron Harris and Isaac Spears back into the game. But the second rims out. Cameron Harris up quick for Bella Vista. Gets past screen, spin move on Burnett, and knocked out of bounds by a Prolific. So don't forget to stay tuned. Up next, matchup between Dream City Christian and Phoenix Prep. 2 Arizona teams who've already seen each other once before this season. And we get a foul on Prolific. That's Jalen Green. So Green with 5 fouls. And the free throw good for Freddie Johnson. Damari inside, can't convert. Cisse puts it back for 2. As we get a warning on the bench of Prolific, an assistant and the ref going back and forth. Freddie gets inside, and Cisse goes to the ground hard as he went over Namari. Cisse seems to be okay. So Jalen Green with the ball. Can't get it to fall, but Anselm with the tip in. Anselm having a great second half, 11 points in the second, 14 total. Ball over to Isaac Spears, under 2 minutes. They trail by 15, not in too much of a hurry as he gets past Coleman, and Coleman called for the reach. 18 fouls against Prolific, puts us at the 1-on-1 bonus. Make that 9 fouls. Is Coleman out of the game and Anselm out of the game. Pope and Wetzel check in. Isaac good on his first. Quiet game for Isaac. So 4 points for Isaac. Ball up to Jalen Green. Just a little too far, tipped out of bounds. Plays Beauchamp, guarded by Jack Wetzel. Here comes that double team pressure Prolific's been doing all game. Johnson with the fake out of Namari. And we get a jump ball call, which goes in favor of Prolific. And it's Namari Burnett with the handle. Namari in no rush, 20 seconds on the shot clock. Just over a minute in the game. Bounce pass to the big man and the slam for Muhammad, who just checked into the game for the first time. And the three-point good, Bella Vista. So Jordan Pope up for Prolific. Again, no rush. Bella Vista with the tight defense. Double pressure now, stolen for Beauchamp. Up to Harris. And a putback slam, Isaac Spears. 12 points, still a tall order with 30 seconds. As Wetzel shoots, no good. Putback by Muhammad, no good. And a foul against Prolific. So Jack Wetzel on the foul. 12-point lead, 18 to go. I think you let Bella Vista have the ball and waste time. So Blaze gets the first to fall. The lead at 10. And that'll do it as Prolific gets the easy two. And they're calling it a ball game. So we'll be with you shortly with an interview with our player of the game, Namari Burnett, as Mikey Davis will sit down with him. Prolific with the victory, 81-69.
I'm here with Namari Burnett from Prolific Prep. Good game, Namari.
Appreciate that.
Finished with 28 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals. Good all-around game for you. Let me know what was working for you tonight.
You know, in the second half, we just picked up the defensive intensity. We played together more, and you know, we had fun out there. So that's what really brought us back from that hole in the first half.
The past 3 games we've seen, y'all have started off a little slow, and then you got it going really fast in the second half. What's some things y'all can do to fix that?
Just come out with more intensity on defense, especially. Play together more. You know, sometimes we, sometimes think about ourselves, and we should just keep it together at all times. So we can get out to big leads and really have fun. So it was a focus for us this game. We didn't really execute that well, but next game we should be better.
Okay, good game, Namari.
Appreciate
some rest to you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Next game we have is Dream City Christian versus Phoenix Prep. This will be the last game for today, and then we'll conclude.